Good morning, YouTube. Before I get started here, I just want to remind you guys to make sure you are hitting the like button, subscribing, and leaving us feedback. That is huge for us to get noticed, and it is an amazing help for us to improve our videos in the future. Along with that, make sure you're hitting the links in our description to see our shop and our Instagram. And I think our Facebook's on there too, so make sure you guys check those out. We've got a couple discount codes. Other than that, we greatly appreciate your guys' support, and I will get into the video. This morning, what I wanted to do was take a couple minutes and show you guys a simple thing that pretty much anyone can do as long as you have a set of Allen wrenches and a scale. I am going to set the draw weight on this bow. This is a Bear Arena 30. It's already set up. I don't know what the peak weight is, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to run the limb bolts down, and then we're going to make sure that the peak weight is above where I want to set this bow. Well, it doesn't really matter, but I want to make sure I know what the peak weight is, because a lot of these limb bolts have a maximum number of turns that you can run out, and I could not find the manual for this, so I'm going to run it down, and then I'm going to back it out, because generally if you're trying to get this bow set to 65, so if it's a 70-pound bow, that's not going to be a problem at all. Another thing you'll want to make sure is you want to see if you can find the bow specs, because a lot of times manufacturers are going to have a weight range. So like generally on like this one, it's probably 60 to 70, and they'll have a max number of turns you can turn the limb bolt out. And if you go beyond that, you're going to be probably below the minimum weight, and you're going to be putting yourself in a situation that is not safe to shoot this bow. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find the correct Allen wrench. So we're going to go right in here. Sometimes these bows are going to have kind of like set screws or something on the side for the limb bolts to make sure they stay set. This one does not. So it's as simple as taking an Allen wrench and tightening and loosening. And when you're looking at the bow like this, you want to go lefty-loosey, righty-tighty. So if you turn it to the right, you're going to make the bow have a higher poundage. If you turn it to the left, you're going to make the bow have a lower poundage. So we're going to find the correct Allen wrench. This one just happens to be a 1/4, and I'm going to tighten it all the way down first. And you see how I'm turning it to my right. Tighten that a little bit, then I'm going to come down here, tighten this one too, and come back up here. Maybe. There. So we've got this bow all the way tightened out. It should be at its peak weight. One advantage to setting it to its peak weight before you adjust the draw weight is the fact that you're going to get the limb bolts even. You want, when you're adjusting the draw weight, you want to try to keep the limb bolts backed out or tightened as even as you can. This is going to allow you to have the best, what's called tiller. So it's your measurement from here to here. And you want these to be as even as possible so that your draw cycle is as even as possible. So now I'm going to put this on my draw board, and I'm going to throw my scale on it, and we're going to go ahead and check the peak weight of the bow. All right, I've got this set up in my draw board. Turn my scale on. Check it once. Reset my scale. Check it again. And we'll go a 3rd time for good measure. All right, so checking the peak weight, I saw that it was 69.5 to 70, and that means this is going to be a 70-pound bow. So the Bear Arena 30 will go from 60 to 70, so I should be just fine setting this to 65. So what I'm going to do first is, rather than getting after it and taking a whole bunch of turns out of the limbs, I guess remember, most bows have a limit to the number of turns you can take out of the limb. I'm going to start with one full turn, and then I'm going to check it and see how far it took me down. So right here, make sure you note the position of your wrench. So I'm going to go count in halves. So there's a half, and there's one turn out. And we're going to come down here. Okay. So there's a half, and there's one turn out. Now we're going to check this on the drop board again. Like I said, goal weight is 65 pounds. Okay, so looking at that, one whole turn took us down about 3 pounds, and we're at about 66 pounds right now. So I'm going to take a half turn, which should take us at about 1.5 pounds, and I bet it's going to put us right around 65. Okay, once again, note the angle of your Allen wrench. We'll go half a turn. Half a turn. So I don't know if I hit record on the second adjustment I made, but I added about 1/4 of a turn to the limbs because I was right around the 64 range. So I just added 1/4 of a turn, and it got me right up to 65. Your scales are gonna be a little inconsistent on the draw, but 64.8 to 65.5, you're probably right in that 65-pound range. So that's it. It's pretty simple. I hope this helped you guys. I hope you're able to do this on your bow now. Just remember, always check the manual and always be safe when you're doing this. If you don't know what you're doing, go to a pro shop, get some help. Simple as that, guys. So make sure you guys are hitting the like button, subscribe button, and checking out all of our links below. We really appreciate you guys' support. I hope that you are having a wonderful day, a wonderful week, and an amazing hunting season. So with that being said, I will catch you guys on the next one. See ya.